character? No, everyone thinks this guy's a loser.
Like a bug. That's just what happens.
That's such a good point. You're so right about that. And we're still gonna play Widow.
Like, look at the smile right here, chat. Sorry, I don't even have a chat with you right now, damn. It's really lonely whenever I record these. Yo, what's up, YouTube? So today, we're reacting to the biggest Marvel Rivals drama that happened recently. Funny enough, I made a parody song based on those events, but also I never got the chance to react to what actually happened. But all I know is our man Kingsman was wronged, but we'll find more information here with Charlie Good Sir. Charlie Man, let's begin.
Heard of video game drama this big since the whole Dream Minecraft speedrunning saga.
I couldn't care less about the Dream
What's happening with the
stuff.
Marvel Rivals $40,000 tournament situation is pretty bizarre.
$40,000.
There was a Marvel Rivals tournament with a $40,000 prize purse. There was a player by the name of Kingsman who really wanted to take this seriously, making a mention.
Which is not wrong. I mean, 40K, who doesn't care about 40K? Well, you're about to learn who doesn't care.
This money would be very helpful to him as a college student. And the rest of the team didn't seem to take it all that seriously.
Ugh.
And eventually, when Kingsman was trying to, make changes to the team comp so they could better stand a chance at winning, they all attacked him, and eventually it led to him getting kicked from the tournament.
Yikes.
His team then went on to place second to last in the tournament.
He dies. Okay, guys. Taste and point proven right now.
Oh,
do you
1-5.
understand?
Get
there! How do you not see the problem right now?
Wait, first of all, it's
Deadass Kingsman, like, shut the fuck up.
Okay, bro.
You're doing too much.
Lucy's not even on Invis. Second of all, you're getting value because
No.
Can I see that for a second? 18-2? 18-2, and we have an 0-5 Widow. This is like, dude, you know how hard it is for me to be respectful at this point? Change your character. Like, what is this, dude? $40,000, and this is what you're playing with. Like, what? Oh, yikes. That's a lot of money.
First of all, it's
Deadass Kingsman, like, shut the fuck up.
Okay, bro.
You're doing too much.
Lucy's not even on Invis. Second of all, you're getting value because
No. She shouldn't be dead.
Yes.
I'm getting value because I'm 1v6ing.
Hope isn't peeling for you, bro. Yes, Zaza is 0-5, but we won the point, bro. Why? Because they were hard. Like, 4 people are dying here. That means 4 of their util, 4 of their resources.
4 of their resources. Do they not know that killing Widow is very easy? It's not like they're buying like 30 seconds of time for Kingsman. What are we talking about? You died instantaneously and think, oh wow, this is helping us kill more people. What? You don't want anyone to die. That's the whole point of Marvel.
Are all spent on Zaza.
No, it's
I saw
not.
this a couple days ago and I was so confused why anyone would be joining a tournament if they didn't actually care about winning at all. So he is very clearly trying his best to help the team win. And they were talking about like how toxic and annoying and insufferable he was, things like that, which eventually led to him getting kicked and being like disrespectful, that kind of thing. From all the clips I've seen, he never made any like personal attacks against anyone. He was never even like overbearing or like yelling and screaming. The closest he came was in this clip here where he's like, do you understand? Like, case in point, we should make a switch. This isn't working. Our Widow is 0-5-0,
which isn't too bad, no.
Which is a very fair point and a good suggestion because it clearly wasn't working. They may have won the point, but I think it's a large part because Kingsman put the team on his fucking back here.
Exactly.
Like 18-2, he was kind of going Insano style. I don't know why this became such a huge issue for his teammates where they hated him so much for trying to win that they started insulting him after the fact. And that's where most of the drama stems from. Them refusing to switch.
It's just insecurity. I mean, just literally going after someone for saying, hey, you should change your character. Are we serious? It's a game. That's the whole point. We're trying to win.
One thing that feels like it's kind of trolling and just intentionally throwing the tournament for the sake of vibes, which is weird because, again, just go play quick play or something. Why even bother going into a tournament if the goal isn't to try and win it? He made it clear he wanted to sweat because this would be very important money for him in his situation with college. Now, I also heard that when the tournament was put together, there wasn't an announcement about how much money was on the line. So I think maybe there was some confusion from the team where they wanted to just play for fun and sillies and goofies. And then once $40,000 was announced, they still had that mindset. Meanwhile,
no, it could be 5 minutes before it starts. 40,000. It's on the line.
Kingsman really wanted a piece of that pie
No,
because it would
literally.
be helpful to him. It'd be like $3,000, which is a significant amount of money, especially
Oof.
for someone in college where this could be very useful. So that clashed where he really wanted to win. His team, who they didn't give too much of a fuck. They didn't think it was that big of a deal.
Yikes.
So he, throughout like their time playing together, would be making like suggestions and saying like, hey, you know, there's going to be this in the tournament, there's going to be that, maybe we should look at this, maybe we should look at that. And I think they were just getting so annoyed that he was wanting to win so badly that they started to really resent him for it.
Yikes.
It eventually led to like the bubbling over point where he got reported to the tournament organizer.
Good on him for being respectful. I think that if he was like rude or anything, people would have sided with the girls. But good on him. Like I don't think I would be okay with people trying to purposely lose a 40K tournament, especially if it's not like the server was not even meant for good vibes. You know, obviously like everyone wants to have a good time, but if you're trying to win some money and you're telling me, hey, I don't care. What? Like that's already ruining the quote unquote vibes, but whatever. I mean, I don't know. Maybe money isn't really important to some people, but people have situations they're going through.
They said a whole bunch of nasty stuff about him, and then it snowballed into what it is today.
Yeah, that part pissed me off.
Mainly because the team captain was so vocal about her disdain for this guy. She said things like, I'm pretty sure he spent all 20 years of his life inside playing video games, which is why he lacks social skills.
Yikes.
You are also spending your time
Literally.
inside playing video games.
Mhm.
You're a streamer. Why are you using that as an insult against him?
Exactly.
I didn't really detect a lack of social skills throughout any of the footage I saw of them playing together. I guess you could make an argument that, you know, maybe his attitude could grind your gears because he was offering like a lot of advice on potential team comps, and he did multiple times mention like, hey,
That's
the Black Widow's
fine.
probably not going to work here. We've got to be mindful of like dive comps, that kind of thing. Would you be willing to try like Bucky perhaps? And they would always kind of like roll their eyes at him and be like, shut the fuck up. Like, there's a clip I saw where one of them was
Yikes.
like, you've got to just drop this, drop this, drop this. That's enough. Stop making suggestions, basically, about, you know, switching. It's not happening. Look, which I think is a pretty hostile response to that, because this is coming from a place of him just trying to help the team win. I don't think he was being like necessarily overbearing with it or anything like that. He certainly wasn't really being aggressive.
If there wasn't
about it.
$40,000 on the line, his behavior would be kind of annoying. But because there was money on the line, why wouldn't you want to try to win? Why not? Winning's fun. I hate losing. I genuinely hate losing in games like these.
He never got personal. He was never like insulting his teammates. He was never doing anything like that from what I could tell.
W.
So I truly didn't see like a lack of social skills. I just saw someone who really wanted to win because there was a significant amount of money on the line.
Exactly.
And if you're in a tournament, why would you not be trying to win?
Exactly.
Team captain even made this statement saying, I don't want to win with someone who can't take no for an answer, which is a certified stinky comment for sure. That's a big time PU moment right there for
I
the
hate this guy.
Jumbotron. I don't know where that's even coming from. His suggestions weren't heeded. Okay? He didn't start like, you know, stomping his feet and yelling and screaming and pissing and shitting about it either. He's just like, okay, all right, we'll do it. We'll run it. Fuck it. We'll do it live. And when it didn't work, he did eventually say like, look, told you so. Can we please make this switch? And then still got attacked for it. I didn't see any examples of him not taking no for an answer. Like, yes, he did make a suggestion multiple times, like, would you be willing to try this? Would you be willing to maybe switch here?
He's the only one
What about
trying.
this?
He was
That isn't
suggestions
not taking
are
no for an
good.
answer. That is coming from someone who wants to win a fucking $40,000 tournament. He then continued to insult Kingsman and I guess anyone that was supporting him in her Discord, saying, yo, Kingsman cocksuckers, screenshot this. Y'all think I
think that trying to control an entire community, especially like the entire Marvel's community, on not being hateful. Again, I do think that people are using this whole thing to hate on women, quote unquote. But Kingsman himself said he wasn't down for that. Obviously, he was wronged by these girls, right? But that's basically it. He doesn't support the people being really toxic about like gender wars and stuff right now. Which again, I also do not support that fact. But I do think Cecee and everyone who was in that team should take responsibility. I mean, that's, again, it's not like they've done the worst thing, but it's also more the fact that they think that they can get away with this without consequences, and with disrespecting Kingsman so much when he was just trying his best to win some money. Like, he needs it, so why not help him and be more sportsmanlike and try? But no, you know, you're right, and money doesn't matter, and the vibes matter the most, apparently, and I did nothing wrong is what I got from everything.
Seen the toxicity in the Kingsman Discord with not spreading hate from the mods and Kingsman community? Fire emoji. This one will really get your eyebrow in the air. So she's calling out the people that were supporting Kingsman, saying they're cocksuckers and how toxic they are. Meanwhile, she has been the most openly toxic, like vocally expressing her disdain for this guy and now like his community. And let's not get it twisted. I think it's pretty obvious. Most people have probably seen a lot of like really dog shit takes from people that are using this as just like a giant insult against all women who play video games.
There you go.
That is absolutely happening, and that shit sucks.
That shit
Those
does
are
suck.
some fucking losers you can make fun of.
Real.
Absolutely. But she, from what I can tell when this message was sent, was talking about like anyone that was expressing support for Kingsman, and I'm sure there probably were some like absolute greaseballs that went through and said some terrible things, sure. But to extend that to like anyone that was supporting Kingsman, calling them cocksuckers, I think is just kind of crazy, especially considering she has by far been the most mean and nasty about this. Kingsman, from what I saw from the clips that were during this time, he tried to like actively say like, hey, don't go harass anyone and don't be mean. You know, it is what it is at the end of the day. Like, he was clearly upset about it, but I felt like he was doing, or at least making an effort to try and stop people from going and doing shit like that.
It's not, look,
she, on the other hand,
hate the people, but not the entire crowd. Does that make sense? So, I mean, I don't really care about like half of the things that are being said, but at the same time, like, you could just say they were toxic and terrible towards Kingsman, period. Set, done, that's all. Any more than that, like, you know, you're just pushing it or very hateful as a person.
Openly attacking him.
Everyone thinks this guy's a loser.
Like a bug. That's just what happens.
That's such a good point. You're so right about that. And we're still gonna play Widow.
Like, look at the smile right here, chat. Sorry, I don't even have a chat with you right now, damn. It's really lonely whenever I record these. But the smile of someone who doesn't care or doesn't feel like they've done anything wrong, and the moment it does, they drop a document.
I need this for my college. I need this for my college. I have about 6 or 7 more years.
This is a clip I keep seeing spread around. That first clip is when he is explaining like why the Widow's not going to work, and they're like, oh, great point. Go fuck yourself, we're still playing Widow. That's all we're gonna do. We're here just for good vibes, good time, and I don't care if this money means something to you, because it doesn't to us. That second clip, that is not Cecee, that is someone else named Lucy, who has deleted this VOD, so I can't even find the full context here, but from the sound of things, she is insulting Kingsman because of him expressing the want of the $3,000 because it would be very helpful to him as a college student, so then she's like, making fun of him, taking the piss, even threw in an absolutely revolting 6'7" meme reference that'll make your skin crawl.
I would have said disrespectful things. I'm so sorry.
Mean-spirited. There's also another clip of her talking about it, saying like, even if you support Kingsman, like it's fucking Israel or something. I don't even know what she was trying to say with that one. I guess since I referenced it, I'll show you that clip too.
I have a genuine question. Like, seriously, answer this. Even if you support Kingsman, whatever, support Kingsman like it's fucking Israel. Anyways, whatever you have in your head.
Ew, dude.
I have a genuine question. I
think everyone has a genuine question after seeing that segment there. I don't know why she would be saying something like that with this. Again, the whole VOD, from what I can tell, is no longer accessible, so I don't even know what the question she was about to ask is. But yeah, it's definitely not a good look, and she is very openly, like, making fun of Kingsman from what I can see in the clips that still exist of it. But this is not Cecee. This was not someone that played on Kingsman's team. I don't believe. All of this is only the tip of the iceberg, by the way. It gets so much deeper. There was a Google Doc that was put out there from the Widow's boyfriend. The tournament organizer initially like doubled down, saying, nope, I maintain my position here. He deserved to be kicked from this tournament. He violated all of our rules. And then today he came forward very somber, like, look, I know everyone's mad at me and they're right to be mad at me. I was wrong about everything. I looked at this misleading evidence. It was only from one side and it was incorrect. I acted too hastily. So now he's like singing a very different tune about how, you know, he's had this come to Jesus moment after seeing the other side of the story with Kingsman. It's very clear that he was manipulated by incorrect information. He shouldn't have kicked him from the tournament.
When they come in here, the people, when they come in here, when they hate, they're justified in what they're saying. They're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. 100%. No question about it. Like, there's no beating around the bush. I don't know why it's like
W accountability
difficult to admit when you're wrong and when you fucked up. I made a decision based off of haste and based off of misinformation, but everybody in the team knew what was going on. Everybody in this team knew what was going on, and the fact that nobody told me it was... That's whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't.
Also, Kaplunk, whom was the boyfriend in this story, is reaching out with an apology, saying that he went about it the wrong way and overstepped. Zaza, the widow, told him to leave it alone, but he couldn't control his impulse.
I'll be honest with you, when like 3 or 4 people come at you and they're like, hey, this person did that, like it's literally like a peer pressure thing. As someone who's been online for a while, you'll get people who say all sorts of things without any sort of evidence, but because you're not making a decision, you turn out to be the bad person as well. So I'm guessing these people made a big decision, still bad, obviously, because, you know, Kingsman was probably alone fighting these allegations and had to be disrespected and thrown out of the tourney. But, you know, yikes. Regardless, I think the biggest L is from Cecee and Lucy and whoever else was trying to talk shit.
The demon had to be let out of the cage, thus he went in and started sending clips to the tournament organizer to kick him, the Google Doc, all that kind of stuff. And then finally, Cecee, the team captain, the one who was by far the most openly hostile to Kingsman and anyone that was showing any level of support for him, came forward with an apology as well, saying, I'm sorry, I was going off the video and forgot to explicitly call this out. Earlier today, I woke up with 1,000 noties from the day before, and people had joined my server from Kingsman, having a panic attack, and I just started experiencing them. So in my freak out, I said Kingsman lacks social.
I mean, that's not really a good point. I think that you could say you have panic attacks and whatnot. As someone who also suffers from like illnesses, we can't sit there and like think everything's chill. Like, yeah, you still did what you did. It's not an excuse, but regardless of panic attacks, it's very annoying.
Skills because he spends his time playing video games inside.
It's just
I was angry
excuse.
and ended up lashing out at him lashing out at him instead of his community. I deeply regret it. I apologize for flinging another insult out. It shows I have terrible character, but I will be working on watching the words I say and getting help with my panic attacks.
Girl, why are you saying a heart
note
emoji?
Even got hot dropped on here straight off the battle bus, saying, even after the initial situation calmed down, Cecee continued to bully Kingsman and speak ill of him across social media.
Yep.
Cecee has a history of attacking other players and talking trash.
There you go.
That apology didn't really go as smoothly as I think she was hoping it would. And interestingly enough, from what I can find, Kingsman throughout this entire thing has tried to urge people not to harass anyone that's been involved in it.
No, you know,
Zaza, her boyfriend, Cecee, anyone. He's been trying to like actively calm things down to the best of his ability, but this clearly blew up well beyond anyone's wildest expectations. And Kingsman actually was able to make over $3,000, which would have been his cut of the prize money should they have won the tournament, through subs and donations the last time he streamed, which I believe was last night.
You got a good ending.
A bit of a happy ending for Kingsman. Not exactly the smoothest sailing for his teammates that were bullying him, attacking him, and insulting him.
Real.
That hasn't worked out super well so far. Anyway, that's really about it. So, yeah.
Thank you. I also saw a Twitter post about the whole document that I wanted to share. This just goes to show that I think that if you're in a competitive place and you expect people to be not competitive, you shouldn't be acting on your feelings about it. Everyone's gonna be competitive. Maybe what I think people should do is actually just, how do I say this? If the rules say, hey, don't be competitive or toxic, this is a fun thing to do, and people are allowed to do what they want, sure, those are rules, you have to follow it. Regardless, that makes sense. But if there's no rules like that and there's a money prize and someone wants to win because it might help them, why not be good and try your best to help this person win the money? You don't know what they're going through. You don't know why they're acting so desperate. You don't know why they want to win, but at the same time, it's good winning. Like, imagine winning an entire tournament. You're hyped. You're literally like, you know, you're literally like hyped about it. You're happy. You're going crazy. That's what matters. I might not be the smartest person to talk about this, but I think that wanting to win is never a crime. So go for the win. I love winning. I hate losing. This is from Annie Pants. I know this person, but apparently this was happening when the document was dropped. The tournament had a 40k prize pool split amongst all the creators involved in the event. Second place, a bit less going down. I think that saying that, oh, there wasn't a prize pool when you first started, it doesn't really matter. You were told there was a prize pool. Someone wanted to win it. again, that's weird. Look at Uncle Plunk or Sam. I'm Zaza's boyfriend and currently living with her. I'm involved in Marvel Rivals community. Seeing the earthquake this has caused, I'm going to explain my part in the Kingsman situation. Oh God, so he was talking about it? Let me see. Oh! Looks like the tournament also had no... Oh yikes, Kaplunk. No bans. This was to facilitate... Yeah, regardless of bans, that doesn't matter. They're changing it live, that's funny. Jesus Christ, Annie. Anyways, yeah, no, that's insane. So they're changing the document once it dropped. You see how crazy that is? They add more to the fuel just because maybe they were also being disagreed with already. Goes back into the same document to drop, I don't even know what. That's insane. Don't be trusting no documents. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know your favorite part about this whole drama situation. I made a whole song or parody of it on TikTok and Instagram if you want to go watch it. Don't know if I'll do a full thing yet. But yeah, see you guys around. Bye-bye.